Hello everyone, and welcome back to Math Time with the Math King. Today we're going to review some in and out tables, how to find the rule that goes within each in and out table, and then how to fill in the missing numbers. We'll keep it short and simple today. Okay, I have two in and out tables that I've put up here on my board. Let's solve the first one first. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the inside. My numbers on the inside follow a nice pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I have to find a pattern for that, it looks like we're adding 1 each time. We're counting up by 1. Now what I need to do is I need to figure out what operation I'm doing, adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing, and by how much to go from the inside to the outside. Okay? Now, I notice that when I move from in to out, my numbers are getting bigger in this in and out table. I go 1 to 3, 2 to 6, 5 to 15. So when my numbers are getting bigger from when I move from in to out, it has to be adding or multiplying because those are the two operations that make my numbers bigger. I get bigger answers when I add or multiply. If my numbers were getting smaller, then I would have to do the opposite of those. I would have to be subtracting or dividing because subtracting and dividing makes things smaller. Since my numbers are getting bigger in this operation, I already narrowed it down to two choices. I know it's either adding or multiplying. So now I'm just going to use what I know and start to plug it into these numbers and see which one works. Let's start with adding. Adding is pretty simple. How many would I have to add to 1 to make 3? 1 plus 2 makes 3. I can't only check 1. I have to check more than 1 because sometimes I can have ones that work for both, adding and multiplying, and I have to make sure that every single one of these is going to work. So let's check the second one. I added 2 to this one. 1 plus 2 makes 3. Well, if I add 2 to this, 2 plus 2 equals 4. I know right away that doesn't work. 2 plus 2 does not equal 6, so it cannot be adding. It has to be multiplying, but let's check to make sure. 1 times 3 makes 3. Okay? 2 times 3 equals 6. That works. Let's check the other one. 5 times 3 equals 15. Well, since it worked for all three of those, I'm pretty sure that it's times 3. That's going to be my rule, so I'm going to write that at the top. Times 3. My rule is going to be multiply all of the inside by 3. So we've already had the first two done for us. Let's go to the next one. 3. 3 times 3 equals 9. 4 times 3 equals 12. And this one's done for us, so I go down here. 6 times 3 equals 18. Now I said I had a pattern on the inside before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, counting by ones. Do I have a pattern on the outside? Let's see. 3 plus 3 makes 6. 6 plus 3 makes 9. 9 plus 3 makes 12. 12 plus 3 makes 15, and 15 plus 3 equals 18. Because I'm multiplying by 3, and remember what multiplication is. It's repeated addition. All I'm doing is adding another 3 each time. So this was the in and out table here with my rule of multiply by 3, or times 3. Now let's try this in and out table. This one has 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 14. So this time, if we can look, I have a pattern here. I'm counting up by 2 each time. I'm adding 2 each time to this side. Okay? Now, I look at the outside. 4 is on the in, 2 is on the out. That means that I'm getting smaller. So this time it has to be either subtraction or division. Again, I always like to start with the easier one. I think subtracting is easier. So let's see. 4 minus 2 equals 2. So if it's subtraction, my rule would have to be minus 2. Let's see if it works. 6 minus 2 is 4. That didn't work. 14 minus 2 equals 12. That didn't work. So it can't be subtraction. So I know right away that my rule is going to be division. I just have to figure out divide by what. Okay, if you're not too great with division, work backwards and multiply. Instead of figuring out 4 divided by what equals 2, say to yourself, 2 times what equals 4? Well, if you know your times tables, this is a simpler one. 2 times 2 equals 4. So 4 divided by 2 must equal 2. Does it? Let's see. I've got 2 groups that I'm dividing into, and I need 4 total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, look at that. 4 divided into 2 groups makes 2. So my rule must be divide by 2. Okay, divide by 2. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. 6 divided by 2, well, if you're not sure, you can use a calculator. But if you're not sure, you say, okay, let's see. Last time I had 4 divided by 2, and I got 2 in each circle. This time I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many are in each circle? 3. So my answer is 3. Looks like we're making sense here. Okay? Let's find out what 8 divided by 2 would be. If you know it, you don't have to do this. But if you're not sure, we're dividing by 2. So I make 2 circles. Then I'm going to take 8, and I'm going to take my 8, and I'm going to start counting one at a time in each circle until I get to 8. I should have an equal amount in each circle. And let's see how many I get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 4. You might already start to see a pattern forming now in the out column, but let's keep going. 10 divided by 2. Okay? Divide by 2. I need 10 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like 5 in each one. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. And if I want to make sure I'm right, work backwards. Do the opposite. 5 times 2 makes 10. 4 times 2 equals 8. 3 times 2 equals 6. 2 times 2 equals 4. That's a good way to check it. Do the opposite and work backwards. Sometimes you might have a number missing in the in column, and they'll tell you the out column. Well, if the rule is divide by 2, if they give me a number here and I have to work backwards, do the opposite. Multiply by 2. I've got one left to do here. 12 divided by 2. So again, I'm going to draw my 2 circles. Let's make it a little bigger than that. 1, 2. And I need to make 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All done. Let me count this circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How about this circle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 must be my answer. Now, I said I had a pattern here before of counting by 2's this time. Since I'm dividing by 2, look at what my pattern is over on this side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now it's counting up by 1's on that side. Okay? That's because I'm dividing by 2. I'm basically taking my number and cutting it in half when I divide by 2. All of these numbers are half of this side. That's what dividing by 2 gives you, half of the number. Okay, so if there are 4 pieces of pizza left and you say I can have half of them, I'm going to get 2. You're going to have 2 left. Okay? Quick review of in and out tables, how to do them, how to find the rule. Remember, if the numbers are getting bigger when you go to the outside, it's adding or multiplying. If the numbers are getting smaller, it's subtraction or division. Okay? If you have any questions about this or anything else in your math, just send me a message on Google Classroom. I'll be happy to help you with anything that I can. Have a great day, everybody. See you next time.